With love and peace, it's 101 Leafy, bringing you some Fantasy Life I to brighten up your day. It's Fantasy Life Night on Saturday today. Because that's when everyone is available, it seems. At least a lot of people. So, we're going to be playing some Fantasy Life, as usual. We've been playing a lot of it over the past couple months. Obviously, Donkey Kong is coming in the next couple weeks, exactly 2 weeks from now. But until then, we have a lot of Fantasy Life to cover. Welcome back, Asmodi Nieves. Great to see you. Ninja Shadowcat, Zidkins, what's up, everyone? Let's check our base camp. Welcome back, X-Man. Shadowcat, you're doing Inazuma 11 randomizer, but you messed it up? Uh-oh. Funny glitches. Exit Hagram. It's been so hot lately. Are you guys okay? Hey, May, hello? Alright. We'll make a lobby here. Zigkins, it's rainy where you are? Oh, yikes. Then it gets humid afterwards. As Modi says, in England, the heat has been there for weeks now. Yikes. You guys want to do Ginormosia? Get some silk. And of course, farm points in my high-level areas. Keyword Leafy. Password ones. As usual. And today we're after glittering silk. We need more. Can we craft any, or did we already? Yeah. But we have 4 unused silks. For what? Boots. Oh, King's Wool. We can do that. The maid shoes. I want the modern boots. X-Man, I'm glad that these streams can be a good source of just things away from other things for you. That's what I go for. Can't get too engrossed in the game, says Asmodi. Yeah, this game's addictive. Once they add the roguelike mode, I'm cooked. I'm never going to stop playing that, as long as they design it correctly. Side order I love. There's not enough content, though. Anyone else feel the same way? Splatoon 3's DLC, side order? Almost a great roguelike, but not enough content. Therefore, not random enough and too repetitive. The new shoes are kind of what I was going for anyways, with the artist shoes, but way cuter. Oh my god. Been watching Shadowside lately, and it's peak, says X-Man. Yeah, that's one of the best Yokai Watch anime. You need things to entertain you until Victory Road comes out, so the streams are nice. Okay, good, Shadowcat. I'm so excited for Victory Road. Yeah, this is also a sort of our countdown to that. I gotta do my unboxing soon. Oh my god. Blah, you should stop being so lazy. Eureka Essence. We have 0 fruits? No fruits? Okay, password's 1s. 11111. Asmodee asks, no one joining you for now. We just started. Area challenges. Silk? Where is Beware the Glittering... Oh my god. Be wearing it. The Shadow Side movie is awesome. It's got Wicked Yokai in it. Anything with Wicked Yokai, I approve of. So basically, I approve of the second Yokai Watch movie. Or sorry, I approve of the first Yokai Watch movie, the fourth Yokai Watch movie, and nothing else ever in Yokai Watch. Tragic. We need more Wicked Yokai material. Snack World unboxing for Peter Pancake. I saw Shadowcat. It actually performed really well, which made me really happy to see someone else making Snack World content. Nice job. Go. X-Man, the first yokai game you ever played was 4? How does that even work? How did you get into the series? I'm so interested now. You just saw Yokai 4 on Switch and you really liked it? That would be cool. Oh, it was a Friends. Oh, that makes sense. Well, there you go. What's up, Sora? Sora says, hi, I love your vids. Awesome catching you live. Well, Sora, I love you in Kingdom Hearts. You're a great protagonist. Okay, jokes aside, thank you very much for the nice comment. I really appreciate it. Your PC restarted, Nieves? It's fine. You can join the lobby anytime. The password's all ones. I love having people in the lobby. Love playing multiplayer. But you can always solo these Glittering Silk missions. No big deal. Asmodee tried but got an error? Seriously? Oh, X-Men, you saw the first movie. Yeah. That's a great way to get into the series. The yokai movies, they're all designed as a really easy entry point into the series. Communication error. Oh, jeez. That's bad. X-Man, it's really cool that you had a friend to introduce you to the yokai games. Yokai really, you know, it really needs the word of mouth. It really helps. You either have Disney's completely rewritten and censored script, or you have, like, somebody else telling you about the game. Or you have Nintendo's commercials with the farting yokai and nothing else. Yokai Watch had a freaking hard life in America, dude. Yokai Watch will go down as, like, the modern Earthbound situation, Or Nintendo just totally flubbed the marketing by focusing too much on the fart jokes. I'm serious, dude. It's like 1-to-1. What's up, member Doodlebo? Welcome back. Great to see ya. It was around 2022 and you had no idea there were games before the series. X-Men, yeah, a lot of people didn't know that. They did a terrible job advertising. Disney screwed up so much stuff, man. Disney screwed up stuff so hard that it's very common for people to go, wait, there's a Yokai Watch video game? I'm serious. I'm not joking. That's actually pretty common. Like, they watched the Disney series and Disney just, you know, screwed everything up. Not just with the script, but with the promotion. Disney can't be trusted with anything. You guys know this. I'm not dropping new info here. It's not unique to Yokai Watch. Anything you like, the moment Disney touches it, it's like, uh-oh. Name the last time that Disney, like, actually did a home release for a series that's, like, a full season on a Blu-ray disc. Never. Okay. I'm looking for more silk here. Oh, we got another joiner. Thank you. Oh, Sora, welcome! Hiya. We have Razorthor, Nieves, who's been wanting to join for a while, and Sora. Why are you cook, Nieves? How does that work? What you doing as cook? Oh my god, you're level 100 hunter. That's impressive. X-Men says, I need to step up my Whisper art game. You know, Whisper gets a lot of fan art on the Yokai Watch subreddit. If you want to contribute, go for it. Whisper was not a popular character in Japan or internationally during the marketing. We know this. Level 5 directly told Abdallah to make a video promoting Whisper merchandise because it was shelf warming. Also, a fun fact about that video, there is no disclosure about it being sponsored. I'm pretty sure Level 5 requested that, which is not very... how do I put it? I don't really approve of that. Okay, enough with the dark Yokai Watch trivia, bro. Okay, Yokai Watch has way too much dark, twisted trivia, bro. It's like the hamburger helper tweet. Are we talking about Clean Medicine Man, Waluigi? The time that Level 5 sponsored a video to try and sell shelf-warming Whisper merch and also, like, requested that there was no sponsor disclosure. That's what we were talking about, just to recap. Jim Banyan is the Pikachu of Yokai Watch, says X-Men. Jim Banyan's my favorite Yokai Watch character. I love when he says why and school heroes all over the place. It's crazy, bro. What's the best aging for Branch? Elemental damage or crit damage? It doesn't have that many choices, Zigkins. Nieves, thanks for triggering that event, by the way. Okay. Or whatever the game sticker said. I'm trying to find this legendary monster and he's not showing up. Oh, I had to refresh my map. Guys, he's level 100, so be really careful, okay? Also, equip your dark weapons, or earth weapons. What's the lore of Raonyan? Who? The new one? Remember, Doodlebo, the lore of the new Jibanyan is it's the 12th anniversary of Yokai Watch. There are 12 Zodiac animals. Jibanyan says, why is the cat not in the Zodiac? Because that's like, it's like a joke in a traditional Japanese story about the Zodiac animals, okay? Trivia. And then Jibanyan freaking replaces all of the animals in the Zodiac with cats, and then he becomes the god of Zodiac, Jibanyan? I don't freaking know, man. Gotcha story. I hope that suffices. Is that not the Nyan you're asking about, dude? Bro is like, I did not ask for any of this. I assume crit damage for Excalibur. Correct, Zigkins. I'm sorry. Guys, paralyze and bomb him. Yes. Yes. Great job, you guys. Oh, right. The threshold tire in multiplayer. It's like Monster Hunter. Do you have a favorite Inazuma 11 match as Shadowcat? Yours is Orion Japan versus Navy Invaders. Mine is whatever. Mine is the Orion match where they use like illegal carpet bombs as freaking Hisatsu, or the one, or the freaking dude. Orion has the freaking best Hisatsus in the entire series. I'm sorry, but I'm an Orion apologist. Chronostones is already so garbo and ridiculous and detached from normal Inazuma as a series anyways, that Orion being ridiculous too is perfectly fine. Level 5 never writes competent things. They just write silly and fun things. Get over it. Orion is like perfectly fine. It's not excellent or anything, but geez, dude. How do you feel about Uma Musume's English release as Waluigi? Dude, I'm so excited. I freaking love side games and I love Uma Musume and I love Idolmaster. And they got Umas whose voice actresses speak English to sing an English translated version of the song. So it's not by different voice actors. It's literally by the original voice actresses sung in English because they're good at singing in English. It's perfect. It's literally perfect. I've never seen anything like it. YoAsobi does official English versions of their songs sometimes. That's pretty similar. You're having fun with it? I'm not playing it, but I really like that it exists because it funds Cinderella girls. Shadowcat says Orion Japan versus Navy Invaders is when they used the minefield and blew up 3 Japan players. Yeah, dude. The illegal techniques go freaking crazy in Orion. They're not even illegal. They just feel like they should be illegal because you're just using like military weaponry on each other. The orbital laser strike from NASA in the United States fight is one of my favorites. Is where I was going with that. When I was talking about being an Orion apologist, I was leading up to how the United States fight has a Hisatsu where NASA sends in an orbital laser strike from space to block the shot for the goal. Because they're playing soccer. This is by the creators of Fantasy Life, in case it wasn't obvious from how ridiculous it is. Oh, jeez, that was a firework. Dude, it's like 3 p.m., bro. Orbital laser and the guy who uses it is one of my favorite goalkeepers in Hisatsu, says Shadowcat. I need that on my avatar. That's one of the best Hisatsus of the entire series, dude. The Orion goalkeeper techniques are just like some of the best. You've got the Ashura, you've got the orbital laser strike, you've got I actually really like Mermaid Veil. I wouldn't say that it's like cracked out or anything in terms of animation. I think it's pretty cool as an early catch. I like the full screen animation, and I hope they replicate it in the game. Bink bonk. Beware of snakes. That's almost... Oh, there it is. Silk! You got it? Thank you. Macaroni spaghetti and the Italy goalkeeper moves, yeah. Great Wall of China is a move animation. All I'm going to say is that they understood what they were doing with that animation. That was hand animated for sure. My lawyer said that I can't give my approval though. It's certainly funny. Huh? I'm not allowed to say that? Oh, crap. Oh, no. He's calling in on my earbuds. I take it back. It's not funny. Don't search up Inazuma 11 Great Wall of China. Isn't that the only 11-person technique in the entire series? They cooked so many obvious gameplay mechanics in both Ares and Orion. It's probably the only instance of cut content in a video game only being seen in an anime. What other instances are there of that? There's probably one or two. Probably in Yokai Watch, honestly. There are probably a couple characters that were meant to make it into the games that didn't. I mean, obviously, Nosers being in the first season. Like, he was meant to be in the first game, but he wasn't. Shadowcat says, I hope Great Wall of China move is in Victory Road so we can see the whole team of tiny players and huge players on top of each other. You know exactly what position I'm putting Kabayama in. Why is Hino's social media OC so peak? Asked member Doodleboat. Because it's by the usual level 5 character designer artist. Didn't he post that on his Twitter? I'm pretty sure. It's literally by like the Inazuma 11 character designer. The VTuber that always apologizes for delaying the game. The bow emote in this game just makes me think of Hino's VTuber whenever he apologized for Fantasy Life being delayed, and we'd be like, Saw that coming. It's the legendary Don Wooly. I'm daring to devil. That's a lot of damage, dude. Looks like I'm using the right corn, the right stick. Felt him. Got him. Why does Forest Healing 3 have a cap? When you said Forest, it made me think of Shadowverse, because I've been playing Shadowverse. What's up, John? I want to make a healer mage, but not sure if it's viable. Does healing really have a cap, dude? I don't know about that. You can heal for like 2,500 with potions. Can't you critical heal when you're casting? I thought someone did that to me once. I could be wrong. Anyways, mage is fine. Hunter's better for ranged. They completely gutted mage in this game compared to the original. You can't change element anymore. It sucks. Our Shadowverse guild is almost at D rank. Yeah, nobody wants to join. Nobody plays Shadowverse, dude. It's kind of tragic. I think it's a great game. Have I been a little too addicted to it? Yes. Sorry. I should go back to grinding out more videos. I gotta keep the passion going, though. Beware the glittering silk. Oh, I'm being aware. Don't hit me for 1 magic damage. Your flat heal stays 714 even though you boosted your attack by 200 by crafting all attack armor. Is it attack or magic attack, bro? Because you can do attack armor or magic attack armor. Attack armor's not going to make a difference. I meant magic attack. Oh, okay. I got so scared. I was like, found the issue. What the heck are you guys fighting? And he glitched on the ledge. Dude, I have no clue because I haven't unlocked mage. We're probably going to do that this week. You guys want to do that, right? Combat classes. Sounds fun. Bop. Bing bong. We got pink silk, dude. Yeah, I don't understand. Have you tried using Magic Aid, dude? There's this potion that boosts your magic attack by like 20%, 30%. Try doing that and seeing if it affects your heal. Maybe it's just harder to get more heal points. I don't know. Desert dessert. More pink silk. Thank you, everyone. When is the experimental Shadowverse video? Asked member Doodleboat. I was going to do it. You know, I was gonna do it about Forestcraft. Hey, if you're interested, I'll do it. I like the game a lot. So I was thinking of publishing a couple matches with commentary, edited. And just talking about the deck that I got to Diamond with. And then quickly fell back down to freaking Ruby. Don't ask. I tried playing Havencraft. Okay. It did not go well. Partially because I didn't want to... I was being cheap and I didn't want to craft the third Cephela copy. Or Satlefa, whatever her name is. I think it's Cephela. And so I never pulled her when I needed her for the board clear and heal. But then I went back to my beloved Forestcraft and I go on win streaks with it. I do all the crazy math in my head. You have to be like 5,000 IQ to play Forestcraft in this game. Also get this, there's in Shadowverse there's this card. And his name is he's this leafy looking guy. And he's called Elder Sagebrush. Why is he called that? Because in the Japanese version, he's literally called Elder Weedman. Because he's from the forest. But they didn't really understand that you can't localize that. Even if it's already in English. You have to change it. Gathering buddies are a hindrance, asks Axel, because they prevent you from getting excellent? Not necessarily, but sometimes, yeah. Sometimes you just want to get XP as fast as possible. You really need gathering buddies for that, huh? Shadowcat says he plays Dragoncraft, which requires 20 IQ. Forte, bro. Do I make an intellectual play? Or do I tap Fan of Otohime and hit the face? Dragoncraft players conundrum. Welcome back, X-Man. Look, if you have to take a break from the stream to take care of yourself, that is perfectly fine. If I got mad at you for that, I would be like Subway Slammer tier villain. Just completely arbitrary reasons to get mad at people. My freaking hero, dude. Enter the Subway Slammer! Why do you do it? Because I want to. Why won't you stop? Because I don't want to stop. God tier villain with undeniable motives, I guess. Villain writing 101 with Persona 5X. What's up, CBF? Welcome back. Yeah, Akarinchu, the stupid box recipes are stupid. I hate them. X-Man, your frog's terrarium keeps drying out? Oh my god, that sounds adorable. Your little frog. I like frogs. Well done, everyone. I went to the zoo and they had frogs. It's so hot, I can't go to the zoo anymore, guys. I like seeing all the animals. I like the desert foxes. I like the wolves. I like the capybaras. But it's too hot now for zoo. Yeah, send a pic on the pet channel. Exists purely for my entertainment. Got it. Plus 10 points? Are you serious? Come on, where's my favorite? I ain't seeing it. Oh! There it is. Prepare for Silk. Ether says it's so hot out, I need it to stop, please. I know. Dude, it's been terrible. I feel like I'm acclimating to it, though. More videos this week. Strangeling tier list is tomorrow. Are you ready? Also, the review has to drop this week, because Donkey Kong is the week after. DK! Guys, are we going to talk about the Pauline theory or no? The voice acting theory. Because I have proof that debunks it. Would you like to hear about this? I will. Says Ether. Okay. Never acclimate. Yeah. That's me too. I get that. I just leveled up to 150,000 the place where godfishes spawn, but there's no big shark mini boss spawn. He only spawns after you fish up the godfish and the Poseidon fish at the same time. Boom. Okay. Hill spider. Spider jumped up on the ledge. Hey, 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 hey. Don't, I got this, I got this. I got this. Where's my silk? Zero silk. Let's gather. Let's Greek and gather. It's right here. Let's go gather. Sanzards, I don't have time for you. Powerade, crit aid. Go! Head Honeywott's magic is crazy, bro. They don't talk about this enough. Why is she built like that? What is that? Spider has to eat his veggies whether he likes it or not. Corn for everyone. Fresh harvest. What are your thoughts on the B movie, X-Man? Dude, I freaking love Seinfeld. How could I have negative thoughts on the B movie? This is like tip of the iceberg Leafy lore. Really like Seinfeld. Why? Well, I don't... It's funny. I don't freaking know, man. Don't overthink it. Not saying you have to like it. Some people get very serious over the subject. This is that I just realized I end up tagging like any discussion about opinions on media with that. Reddit scars you for life. You're like not allowed to have an opinion on anything. You're like, oh god. Answer me this, you like jazz. 101 Leafy stream, except every time I complain about level 5, it gets 2 times faster. What's up, Omega Zombie? I'm glad you could finally catch us live. I try to stream at different times, sorta, each time. Today we're doing Saturday evening, because that usually works for people. Glad you could catch us. Yesterday was 4th of July, today's 5th of July. Guess what? There's still fireworks outside my window. So, we're playing, no matter what. X-Man says, don't be a has-been fan on any cartoon subreddit. You know what? We're going to cut out the on any cartoon subreddit. And you've got good advice. For real. Wise words. Yay, fireworks. I do love fireworks. But only way I can see them from my window, which I can't. So, like, aim them differently for me, please. Tomorrow the fireworks will continue, says Zidkins. Yeah, so might as well stream. My mic should filter it anyways. I don't know. Yeah, a lot of you guys don't have to deal with it. I'm mainly talking about, microphone-wise. Sometimes I wonder if you guys can hear it. Haha. Fireworks don't stop. 3 a.m. Still booms, says Ether. Oh, yikes. X-Man tried to see fireworks and only saw trees. Yeah, me too. Pretty much. Nothing helpful, that's for sure. Sora, it's middle of the night for you because you're in Europe. Sometimes I try to stream at times that work for Europe viewers, but I'm not very consistent with it. So I'm glad you managed to catch us today. Like when this update released a few days ago, we did really long streams till like 5 a.m. Oh man, then I was exhausted from that. Asmodee, it's 2 a.m. for you. Oh geez. Gotta rest, but also got a fantasy life. We have level 80 Dome. Uh-oh. Don't forget, magic resistance works against him. Oh, good heal. Look at my mega chunky heavy attacks. Go. Oh, crap, man. Yikes. High threshold during multiplayer. Finally. Here we go. Come on, we're locking in here. Get him. Boom. Got a horn. We did it. Let's go gather. Yeah, we're dragon sticked up here. Silk. Beware is the glittering silk. Oh, we're getting extremely lucky with don't spawns today, Zigkins. I don't know if there's something to be said about that. Sometimes it really does feel like there are trends. When's the Shin Megami Tensei 5 playthrough? S member Doodlebo. Okay, I was considering doing Rido. I will probably never mention this again, but I was considering Rido last month. Now it's kind of out of date. I was obsessed with Metaphor, dude. I played that non-stop, but I didn't stream it because I didn't want anyone to spoil me. X-Man asks, ever have hospital troubles? Yeah, too many times, man. I try not to talk about sad stuff here, but if you want to know if I relate, then the answer is absolutely, and I'm really sorry for whatever you're going through. It's icky, it's not fun, and I don't like those days. And I'm sorry you have to go through something similar. How are you keeping the Mario Kart World Radio 24/7 going? Asks CBF. A fantastic question. I have a separate Elgato capture card, a separate computer in case of power issues, and my Nintendo Switch is hooked up to the dock, which has a fan to keep it going for 24/7. It's a very complex setup. Is it worth it? It's really funny, dude. It's really funny. I've been streaming nonstop for a month now. It's really funny. I don't know. I think it is. I'm also the kind of person who finds Yokai Watch funny, so my sense of humor is like all sorts of out of whack, bro. I laugh at the butt yokai with the farts coming out of his mouth. Don't ask me. We got one? I didn't. They must get duplicated to me, though. Let me see. Cheek squeak, bro. I only have one. What? So everyone gets a different silk? Even though you normally share drops? What? You 100% got a thread. Yeah, so I think it's different for everyone. I think we all just get a... Ether says farts are objectively funny. I found my people. Cheek squeak is more like peak peak. I'm naming him peak peak next time. I'm planning on doing a Yokai Watch 1 remake playthrough soon. I'm gonna get Cheek squeak and name him peak peak because that fits. That you can do 8 characters for a nickname. Peak is 4 characters, so you can name him peak peak. Okay. We're looking for silk to beware of. The Grand Harvest Festival? Question mark? Farting is life. I work with a bunch of lads that love to fart on each other, says Asmodi. Oh my god. Preschool teacher? Is there a legendary version of the Great Hammer? What's up, Opposed Healer? Welcome back. Yeah, there is. You just gotta pull it from the Shadow Slates. You gotta get really lucky. It's probably gonna take like 1,000 slates. Oops. I thought there was an event over there, but there totally isn't. It's over here. Five silks, says Nieves. Okay, it's definitely different for each player then. That sucks. So it's harder to spawn, and people don't share, drops. Lame. The Shirazad needle is really cool looking. Say. Okay. Awesome. I like the cute chibi characters. Spawning a legendary. Who's it gonna be? Dome? It's a dome kind of day today. Uh-oh. Check your inventory, says Nieves. I didn't. I only had one. Did we just get one? I still have one. I only have one threat. It's not the same for everyone. It is not. Drops aren't shared. Drop rate is, but drops aren't. Drops are unique to each person in multi, says Ether. Oh, so like the instances of the drops. I see what you're saying. It's not unique to the spider. I just never noticed it. Okay. That's fine. I don't think drop rate up is shared, but like each chance of a drop is. It's just that each person gets their own roll. But we get such few Don Woolly horns that drop rate up is definitely not shared. Oh, I guess everybody else could not be wearing drop rate up. I suppose. I don't know why you do that when we fight Woolly, though. That's a bit silly. After all, I say in my video about farming Don Woolly that you gotta fight level 100 Don Woolly with drop rate up, or else it's not worth it. Okay. Legendary tree spawn, I guess. I'm kind of dunzo here after that. I can't... Let me try my mouse. It's not letting me warp to them. There we go. They gotta fix that. Come on. There we go. Triple chop. Ether has gotten 3 times horns and meat with only 40% drop rate on and multi. Oh wow, that's crazy lucky. That was fun. Any silks? Okay. End exploration. Anyone want to do a treasure grove? Thanks for joining me on that Ginormosia run. Got plenty of points, plenty of resources, and 1 glittering silk thread. Yikes. We can open a slot if anyone wants to join. Oh, Strangeling. It's not that enticing. Monster House. Alright. If you have a branch, you can gift it to me, I guess. If there's one that you want to run. I might go run Glittering Silk solo real quick, so we can get it faster. It's actually way slower in multiplayer. Viridia Plateau. Guys, did you see on my Mario Kart World stream? Can I tell you a crazy story? Can I tell you a freaking crazy story about something that happened on my Mario Kart stream? Normally I don't talk about things that happen with other people, but this one was just kind of crazy, and I don't even remember the guy's name because I removed him really quick. So this guy comes into the chat, and he's all upset. Why is he upset? Because, I don't, the way some people type, you can barely even tell what they're trying to say. He's upset because some random Nintendo YouTuber made a video where he doesn't like a Nintendo game. He's like, this guy doesn't like Nintendo, whatever channel name. I'm like, oh, freaking okay. What's the problem with that? And he goes on, and he starts saying, I've put together the pieces. I can't freaking remember the name of this channel, dude. He's like, I put together the pieces. This channel that hates Nintendo is actually one Leafy's secret second channel. Leafy secretly hates Nintendo. I'm like, what is your deal, man? Why are you... I have so many questions, man. First of all, why are you so heated about this? Second of all, why are you targeting me? Third of all, why are you trying to bring some big revelation into a 24/7 Mario Kart soundtrack stream as if it's like some like freaking political statement? I've come to shock the ignorant masses, the sheeple listening to the soundtrack of Mario Kart World. What is his goal, first of all? Leafy does not like Nintendo. Okay, first of all, that's not true. I have an old-ass Mario Kart 8 Deluxe review from like 7 years ago where I talk about how it's like the greatest game ever. Third of all, I'm not that guy, in case it wasn't clear. I don't freaking know who he was talking about, but I don't have time to do a second channel, guys. Okay, obviously. I've seen some crazy stuff over the years, but this was... Sometimes people just come up with stuff in their head that just does not exist. I put together the pieces. Bro, chill, man. I'm sorry this other guy doesn't like Nintendo, but first of all, lay off. It's okay if he doesn't like Nintendo, bro. Second of all, I'm going to guess it's a little more complicated than that, and he actually does like a few Nintendo games. Maybe he just said something about Mario Kart World's price that upset him. Oh my god, there are like so many questions I had for that guy, but I was like, no, just like hide this user, you know what I mean? It's like, sometimes it's not worth it, it's not worth it, just like ignore them, you know? It's not worth it. That's called trolling, it's called baiting, it's called trolling. Some people may not have heard this. The term was invented by Goro Akechi in Persona 5 by Atlas in 2014. He says, just don't troll me. This is the first known instance of the word troll in the English language. A post dealer says, for some people it's easier to believe in a conspiracy like that. I don't understand where he was even coming from. Leafy, why do you hate Nintendo? I don't know, bro. It's so complicated for some people. They're like, you have to like everything. All right. Sometimes you just have multiple questions for someone. It's like you're wrong about multiple things. I don't even know where to begin. Therefore, it's better to just like walk away. Sometimes you have the power to just close your computer, bro. If there's someone annoying that randomly comes at you from like out of left field, you can just like, you know, close the tab and open another one, bro. Go to watchanimeonline.leafy and go watch some anime for free or something. I'll protect you. It's like that image with like the knight with the arrows. Big shield. Random conspiracy theories about channels that don't like Nintendo is like it's like the rain of arrows that the shield's protecting, bro. I go to the radio channel for the music, but some people go for the lore. Says Smody. Recently, I had a, you could say, what, brownout, where your power goes out for like 1 second and then instantly comes back. It caused the stream to go out, but I instantly turned the backup computer back on, instantly logged in, instantly opened OBS, and reconnected it before YouTube ended the stream. Oh my god. It's crazy. Happened for zero reason. Just happens, dude. Oh man, see, this is what happens when I tell stories. I get distracted. I hear you closed Wibble Wobble in America and Europe, says Chipface. There were so many conspiracies around that. Dude, how about the truth being that games shut down if people don't give money? And that most games aren't worth giving money to. Oh my god, dude. Crazy story. Crazy conspiracy theory. Crappy game shuts down because nobody paid for things that weren't worth money. Oh, whoa, dude. It's like, oh, there's like a conspiracy or something. There's like gotta be more to this. We gotta uncover the truth. People who are in denial. Yeah, CBF, I appreciate the support, for real. Like, I mean, yeah, it helps when random people come out of the woodwork. I've been testing my runs with random co-op, then with my team, and with full item drop. I've been finding it much faster on my own with item drop right to basic cal. Look, that's just my findings. We can't truly... Oh, crap, man. I freaking... Oh, wait, he's still here. Huh? How does that work? Yeah, Nieves, like the Wibble Wobble corkboard coming together. Let's whoop out. That's got to be on the corkboard, the TV commercial. Let's whoop out. It's the best commercial ever, dude. They need to have a Fantasy Life I commercial where somebody goes, let's log in, and they play Woodcutter. Please, level 5. I'm begging you here. I am on my hands and knees here, bro. Wibble Wobble Iceberg, the GameStop Wibble Wobble plushies. The keychains. Kamajiro's food addiction. It's on the Wibble Wobble Iceberg. It's a real thing, by the way. It has actual consequences. Crazy lore, dude. Fantasy Life Online collaborating with My School Heroes. Crazy lore. Me predicting the shutdown of Fantasy Life Online and all of Level 5's issues. Crazy lore. Eternian Fruit cannot be affected by item drop rate. It's just preceded, dude. It's literally just hide and go seek. I don't know what else to tell you. Fantasy Life Cross Pretty Derby. Oh my god, are you guys playing that? You guys like Uma Musume? It's by the creators of Cinderella Girls. I freaking love that game, but they just announced that they're kind of shutting it down. Like, they're ending the creation of new content. You know what that means. Life support. Beep, beep, beep. Oh no, the heart rate's fading. Not much longer now. Liberty Neon is going on the iceberg, says Memo Doodleball. Yeah, I was thinking like Liberty Neon, San Diego Comic-Con medal, you know. I got that and I never made a video on it. Oops. You know how it is. Oh, the life cures! Oh god, what do we do, dude? Freaking Snow is not gonna survive, bro. She's just not built like that. Yeah, I gotta top off my potions. I gotta make some more. Yeah, and you and I streamed a lot. And something that both of our streams pooled together could never do is like befriend a single freaking past yokai. That crap was totally rigged, dude. I'm serious. You're running on just attack up. Yikes. Heal firm, bros. She's back. Layla! Heal him. Yeah. Get him with the subway slam. Yeah, it only takes a bit to top up. It's fun, too. I like it. I gotta lock in! Guys, you're pushing him out. Don't do that. I hate when you do that. Then he recovers. Yeah, don't do that, guys. Come on, man. You're better than that. I trained you better. Come back. No! We're menuing for this. Sorry. Oh, wait. How am I full already, bro? Layla! Crumpled. I want to try. No. I got baited. Got him. Okay, that was crazy. That was absolutely crazy. That was insane. That was, whoa! Wacky wild. We got him. Yup. During the Wibwob era, how much did you spend to get all the Gemnyons, as member Doodlebo? I did not really spend on Wibwob because it wasn't worth it. You got nothing out of it. Across all of the years in Puni, okay, member Doodlebo, between me, you, and the general public that has available to all of my videos, it's not, whenever I say a secret, you guys know that I'm not like, it's a joke, right? Okay? If I have to break the humor for a moment. But between me and you, aka it's funny / embarrassing / I'm joking about being embarrassed, I actually am VIP 3 in Puni. But I'm not sure if I'll get hate on making a video about it, right? The yokai community is so weird these days. I bet people would hate on me for publishing a video about it. Even though it would be kind of cool to have 4K footage of them. Here we go. Obviously, it's not worth it. But neither is really anything. Ever. How much have you spent on Fortnite skins? Random viewer. None? I'm so proud of you. Have you ever seen Evangelion? The final episode of Evangelion. That's me right now if you've never spent anything on Fortnite skins. Congratulations. To start playing on the piano for you. Dude, look, Pen's here too to congratulate you for never spending any money on Fortnite. Oh, is that freaking Silk? I get so distracted when I tell stories. $500 US and all your wobs are gone, Nieves. Did you hear about the stop killing games thing? I really don't think it's going to work, but they're trying to get the European Union or something. I don't understand any of this. They're trying to get some government entity to step in and make it so that developers have to, like, have an end-of-life plan for always online games. It would have stopped the EU version of Wibwob from shutting down permanently. What's the best yokai game? As Bubba the Cat. Yokai Watch 2 Psychic Spectres if you like role-playing games. If you prefer games like Fantasy Life with fighting, gathering, and crafting, play Yokai Watch Blasters. They censored it. It should be called Busters, but they were really scared of getting sued by Sony. They've been making a lot of corrections in the localization for Inazuma recently, so I think they're going to go back to Busters when they do Yokai 4 localization. Trust me on this. Yave says he used the YouTube money from Wibblewobble to create content. Well, I'll tell you what. Wibwob sure as heck stopped creating content. That's a sad joke about Wibwob's death. But I had to make it. Start with Yokai Watch 2. If you guys want to play a Yokai Watch game, my friend H has this shop. And I can't tell you too much about it. But Google can. And he offers a fantastic deal on Yokai Watch 2 Psychic Spectres for only $0. This is not sponsored. H's shop was amazing. And it's a great way to introduce yourself to the Yokai Watch franchise. Or just search up Yokai Watch movie English subtitles if you prefer watching anime. No one likes Disney. I don't care if you like dubs or whatever. Yokai Watch was handled by Disney. End of story. It's not the same as taking the script and having English voice actors read it. It was Disney rewriting the entire thing because they wanted to make money off of it. It got ruined by them. And every other version, if you're about to talk about the Spanish or Italian versions, those were all based on the English script, just to be clear. Every localization was based on the English script that Disney created. So you gotta watch Japanese with English subtitles for Yokai. But that's how it goes for a lot of things. Did you guys see Crunchyroll's freaking subtitles for Necronomicon? They used ChatGPT for them. And the German version actually had ChatGPT says : at the start of one of the subtitle lines. What? Bro! Country bro! A post dealer has a free Heart of Darkness up. Sorry guys, I like anime in case that wasn't obvious from the fact that I'm streaming a level 5 game. Not to alienate any viewers or anything. Let's get back to fighting for Glittering Silk with an idle character. Yeah, Nieves, Disney, like, freaking suppressed the English version of Gara Gara Po that level 5 made to replace it with their own crappy opening that says the name of the product a bunch of times. Asmodi sounds great. Goldheart, what's up, dude? He says, I haven't subscribed yet. I watched your VOD for hours this morning. Oh, you did? Thank you so much. I love it when people watch the stream VODs. That's super cool. YouTube used to, like, here's the lore. All the way back when I started streaming, YouTube did a really bad job at storing and recommending the VODs. But these days, they reworked their everything to treat stream VODs as videos. And it's actually very, like, encouraging when streaming to know that the work doesn't go to waste, right? Thanks for subscribing, Goldheart. Remember, Doodleboat says, Yokai Watch Season 3 English dub has to be the series' biggest fall-off. Nah, people who say that crack me up because it means that they really like the first 2 seasons of the dub. No, that's not how it works. They're all equally terrible. It's just that people witnessing the change in the decline in quality to Season 3 witnessed what it's like for people who are familiar with the original. They're all equally terrible. We can't pretend that it's only the 3rd season. You ended up playing this game all over again because you regretted smashing the Wyvern Heart. Oh, yeah, so I did a video about that, but level 5 copyright striked it. They said I'm not allowed to put it up yet, which I guess makes sense. Whatever, dude. They have it on their website, and I read it, and I forgot about it. So me being an idiot is, like, my fault, and I'm not about to play the victim about it. Whether or not you agree with level 5's guidelines, I read it on the website and forgot about it, so I'm, like, totally in the wrong there. Level 5 does this for all of their games, and I totally forgot about it. Glittering silk, we got it! Oh, crap! It's always when I'm in the middle of talking about something else that it drops. Okay, we can finally craft the silk. So I can craft my beanbag chairs, dude. It's serious business. Monster Hunter killing the behemoth so you can get the emote. I love Monster Hunter. Okay. Flax thread, glittering silk. Crafting singles. Bubba the Cat says, all the yokai movies are much better than the show in general. That's because they're all overseen and eventually completely have the script written by Akihiro Hino himself. You know, the Hinozal guy. And so the movies are really good, and then the Yokai Watch anime has a few really good episodes. There's episode 25, Jibanyan's Secret, is written by Hino. The first episode, I believe, might have been, but Disney completely rewrote it, and it has a lot of completely incorrect things about the lore, like how it's just, they really ruined it, man. I can't say it enough. They rewrite the entire thing, and the lore is just completely different. If you don't like an RPG for the lore, then you're in the wrong place. Imagine Persona gets rewritten to not have the Sea of Souls and everything, right? Like, oh my god. Ugh. It's more complicated than just English dub bad, you know? They truly rewrote it. And that's part of why Yokai had difficulty taking off, because Disney rewrote it to be this infantile baby show. Instead of what's basically, it's similar to, if you guys are excited for Digimon Time Stranger this October, because it's pretty different from Pokemon. Yokai Watch is the same way. I often compared it to Persona back in the day, when people would call it a Pokemon ripoff. I'd be like, well, how do you feel about Persona? Back in the day, nobody freaking played Persona! Can you guys believe this? People would call Yokai a Pokemon ripoff, and then I'd be like, well, have you heard of Persona? And nobody knew it. But then they added Joker to Smash, and the conversation became so much easier after they added Joker to Smash, I swear. Persona's share of voice and awareness completely rose. They did the PC release of Royal. Really helped out the perception. So now I can say, hey, have you guys ever heard of Persona? Yokai is a hell of a lot more similar to that than it is Pokemon. They should add Subway Slammer to Victory Road, says Shadowcat. Yeah, he should be like Xanark, where his ability is that he has, like, less penalties, like 10% less chance to get penalties when tackling people. I started Persona because of how cool Joker was in Smash, says Goldheart. Exactly! Smash is literally just Sakurai going like, I like these games. You should try them. That's the entire game. That's the entire game, and that's why it's good. The stickers and the trophies and everything, it's just like random games that he likes. The Jibanyan Smurf Smash campaign. Jibanyan can't be in Smash because Pikachu's in Smash, and I don't think level 5 would want that. Whether or not I'm saying this for any sort of reason, I could never tell you. I'd literally be shocked. P5X actually sucks just because of the gacha, says Bubba. Yeah, I agree. Have you ever wondered why Jibanyan's a mascot for the Olympics, but, like, not Pikachu? Isn't that weird? Do you think level 5 might have said anything about that? I don't know. Like, if Jibanyan was in first, do you think level 5 was like, yeah, but don't put Pikachu in? What do you think? I would not be surprised. That's my personal theory about that. due to various things that I've heard. Is there a Geoine on Spirit in Ultimate? No, there should be. But the issue is whether level 5 wants that. Pokemon and Yokai Watch have actually been presented together once. Do you guys know? 3, 2, 1, and the answer is the Koro anniversary video, because they published the manga. Ha! There is like a single frame where both drawings of Pokemon and drawings of Yokai from the manga are in the video at the same time, with Inazuma 11 as well. It's like the most legendary screenshot of all time. During the 3DS Shin Megami Tensei era, says member Doodlebo, Pokemon and the SMT fandom were best of friends, yet Yokai Watch is an outlier, as member Doodlebo. A lot of it has to do with the crappy marketing. Marketing, whether you like it or not, is what affects public perception and ultimately how the fan base acts sometimes. If you market something as a baby show for babies, and you market the game as a fart game for babies, what you're going to be known as at best is a potential Earthbound situation where you fail entirely because of the marketing positioning you as something you're not. There's also the facts that we know from the Pokemon Terra leaks that now we finally have confirmation that they actually did rework Sun and Moon to copy Yokai Watch partway through. They had an entirely different gimmick before Z-moves, and they changed out the gimmick to copy Yokai Watch's Sultimates. It's insane, because that was always my theory, but we never had confirmation for it. That was always my theory, though. And now we know they were going to do avatars. You know the Tapu Koko Z-move? That's actually a remnant of the original gimmick for Sun and Moon. Every type was going to have an avatar like that. Like the big Tapu Koko energy, like giant. Every type was going to have something like that. And that was the whole gimmick. But then they saw Yokai Watch's ultimate moves, and they're like, we can do that for Pokemon. We should. And they did. Is it a bad thing? No, not necessarily. But I think that something that not everybody considers is like a lot of the loud people online who get angry about random things don't go outside very much, if you know what I mean. And so Pokemon has a lot of those fans because it's a massive franchise. And so you're going to get a lot of loud opinions with very strange perspectives. What can I say? I've been into Pokemon for longer than any of you guys who are going to get mad at me for saying that, by the way. Longer than you've been alive. And I'm not that old. I got into Pokemon with Mystery Dungeon Blue. Alright, step aside. Alright, don't guide the room. Alright, okay, shut up, bro, shut up. You want to fight this boss? Have fun buying the weapons with real money, says Goldheart. You're describing quite a few different games here. Oh yeah. I hate when they do that, bro. Fantasy Life Online, for sure. That's why it deserved to fail. Is that Silk? Yeah. As Modi says, Leafy, as someone who's 40, I can assume you're 100% into Pokemon more than me. No! Okay! Alright. I'm not playing guessing games here, but I'll make it clear. I'm not that old. That was funny. That was funny bait. That was funny, actually. I feel like Flea has social game elements, but you don't have to buy anything. And I was talking about P5X as I mentioned earlier. Oh, God. P5X does that? I was kind of playing it for the story because I heard Atlas wrote it. It's just the side bosses. Is it like the Velvet Room stuff? Like the Velvet Trials? To me, that looked like the Whale Trials when I unlocked that last night. The Velvet Trials. I was like, oh, it's the Whale Trials, bro. If it's just that sort of thing, I don't really care. Will I love Shadowverse if I love Slay the Spire? Remember, Doodlebo, you will love Gakuen Idolmaster, the top Japanese app right now, because the developers said that was their main inspiration. Okay, putting that aside, Shadowverse, it satisfies the itch in my brain for Slay the Spire. Remember Doodleboat? The best part is when, okay, there is this one deck, and its strategy is playing the same legendary rarity cards 5 turns in a row. This is frustrating at first, until you realize the deck is only played by brain-dead people who can only do the same exact strategy every single time because they like the shiny cards. So when you outplay them, because you know exactly what they're going to play. Okay, you're going to play On and Gray, you're going to play On and Gray, and then you're going to play Kuum, and then you're going to play Kuum, and then you're going to play a third Kuum, and then you're going to play Dimension Climb, and then you're going to play Cositis. And then after that, if you're lucky, you're going to play another Dimension Climb. Okay, it's frustrating at first, but then once you realize that they literally do the same thing every time, it's like, ooh. How can I overcome this with ingenuity, wit, and charm, aka your preferred deck? I don't know. That's just the sort of thing that gets me in the same brain areas as Slay the Spire or Inscription or like Monster Train. World of Horror is okay. It's incomplete, but it reminds me of Yokai Watch, so I like it. World of Horror. A lot of people are like, it's early access scam. Okay, yeah, I don't like recommending early access games. Whatever, it's been in early access for like 8 years, bro. So make of that what you will. It's kind of cute, though. It's like Yokai Watch, kind of. Horror, kind of. Roguelike. Well, the thing that gripped me about it, okay, it's like a roguelike where you uncover the lore depending on where you go. So it's like, oh, I want to keep playing to do all the creepy stuff. It was kind of smart. But I don't have a high opinion of it because I freaking killed the monster, the boss monster, with 80 HP and nothing happened because it was in early access. You, like, weren't supposed to kill it, but, like, I kind of thought you were. And so I killed it and freaking nothing happened. And so it's a roguelike, and I used all my resources killing something, a boss, and it didn't, like, drop any XP or anything because it was, like, he didn't plan on you killing it. I was like, what? I literally got a freaking gun for this. Do you understand how difficult it was to get a shotgun in a horror game? Dude, I used all the bullets to take it out. It had 80 HP, man. It was the giant tentacle. I doubt anybody here has played World of Horror. It's like a random indie game. But oh my god, you have to sympathize with me here, dude. Found my new least favorite treasure trove goal. Defeat all monsters 0 out of 40, says Healer. Oh, one time I got 53. I got 53 monsters. I was like, it's not about you, little bro. I'm exiting the grove. You're not that important. Bro likes to be the center of attention. Defeat all monsters out of 53. We are not playing those games. You estimate me to be someone who I am not if you want me to defeat 53 monsters on a floor before moving on. I got standards. I can't. It's Lord of Death, says Healer. Exit and then go laterally. It's like Hinozal once said. Do it diagonally. Now you might be wondering, who plays the English dub of Hinozal in Yokai Watch Blasters? There's no voice track option. You have to use the English dub. Spike Spencer. Why is this important? Because, look, it's not like I've asked him in person, but if you look up the name online, apparently it's the same guy who did the freaking dub voice of Shinji in Evangelion. Are you kidding me? That plays the CEO of Level 5 that delays the games all the time. It's kind of funny. I don't necessarily know how accurate that is. Feel free to fact check. Who's Zazel, by the way? Zazel is also somebody. Or am I getting mixed up here? Because Zazel is also freaking somebody. And Zazel, when I found out his voice actor, it might have been Shinji. It might have been Zazel. I might be getting mixed up here. Because Zazel, he does this stupid vampire voice the entire time when he's the main antagonist of the DLC. Yeah, it's a funny gag if he's not the main antagonist. Who's supposed to be, like, causing, like, death and destruction. Like, actual characters die because of him. Anime dumb moments, what can I say? Turning the main villain into a total joke because they think it's funny and their writing is better than the original. Whatever, man. Man, I always get lost when telling stories while heading to Silk. How many hours have you played so far? What's up the Wind Waker, my first Zelda? Like, rapidly aging myself here. I love that game, dude. That game's definitely part of what, like, formed the Leafy worldview. Wind Waker plus Pikmin is what formed the Leafy name and stuff. And why grass is my favorite Pokemon type and stuff. It's like Wind Waker plus Pikmin. Obviously, Pikmin's the main reason. But Wind Waker I got at the same time as Pikmin, and so, you know. Dude, I love Fado. And all the little Korok. Goldheart says 53 monsters. You mean 53 chances for Fortis. Oh, for the Magma Ore? Now you're thinking. Pikmin 2 is your favorite game, Bubba? Seriously? That's my freaking favorite game of all time. It says that on my profile. Also, is that really the name of the cat in your profile icon? I love people who have their cats as their profile icon. This happens sometimes when I'm streaming. It always makes me happy. Random comment, I know. Chrono Trigger is your favorite game, Nieves? I knew this, actually. It's a good game. I played it on Vita. I'll be honest, I didn't finish it. I had a lot going on at that time. It happens. I'm not saying I didn't want to finish it. Oh, double glittering silk. You mean for a thick shell? Oh, can't you buy those for like 100 money? Shadowcat has his cat as his profile icon. Yeah. I didn't know her name is Shadow. Okay, I didn't know that. I just thought it was like... Ninja Shadowcat sounds cooler than Ninja Black Cat. And you like ninjas in your cat. That's my theory. That's like the etymology of your username, right? These spiders are gonna glitter that silk. I can feel it. Really, Leafy? Pikmin 2 is your favorite, says Bubba the Cat. Yes, it's my all-time favorite game. I played it when I was very young. And it's always been my favorite. Atmospheric, soundtrack, gameplay, just right difficulty, story, lore. Dude, they freaking censored it when they ported it to Switch, but let's not talk about that. It's still 99% perfect. I never played a Pikmin game, says Nieves. That's not a crime. It's Nintendo's most underrated franchise. But I will say this. Do not make Pikmin 4 your first. Because just like Fantasy Life I, Pikmin 4 is the diet version of Pikmin. If they're out of stock of all of the other Pikmin, and the only Pikmin they have on the shelf is Diet, maybe you'll pick it up just to taste the taste of a fresh Pikmin. But after all is said and done, when you go back to things after a while, and you've had your fair share of all Pikmin flavors, you probably won't go with 4 because it's a watered down imitation of the original 2. I'm sorry if calling it a diet version is the most American analogy of all time, you guys. I'm sorry. Time to play Pikmin, says Nieves. Exactly. My buddy Vim is a huge Pikmin fan. We speak all the time. We're on good terms, Vim and I. My lawyer called. I'm not supposed to talk about... You're not supposed to talk about that. Not supposed to talk about his lair. It's supposed to be a secret that it still works. Pikmin 3 was your first Gold Heart? I freaking love Pikmin 3. I remember just like always checking in for news every single year at E3, hoping that, you know, Miyamoto would comment in an interview, something for Pikmin 3. When it finally came out, I played it to death. I speed ran it a bunch. I did all the glitches. Oh my god. Pikmin 3, beautiful game. I think that it's still like one of the best graphically games that Nintendo has ever made. And they shouldn't have switched to Unreal Engine because their own custom renderer was better. But that's just my opinion. I don't know. Maybe the graphics are just really fuzzy on Pikmin 4 because they don't have the 4K textures for the Switch 2 version out yet, but they're totally planning it. Because Famitsu has a screenshot of a challenge level that we don't have available in Pikmin 4, which means that there's unreleased content. And if there's unreleased content, that means they're releasing it for Switch 2. End of story. Pikmin fans won. Why? Because we appeared in the Mario movie. You know who didn't appear in the Mario movie? You. So if you want to hate on Pikmin, well, you're less important than Pikmin because you're not a movie star like Pikmin is. Also, Pikmin starred in Pikmin short movies for the Nintendo Wii U. But that's not a bragging right. That's not Wii U ain't winning you any arguments, bro. Nintendo agents the moment that you download Pikmin. You can't do that. Think of the children. The suffering you'll cause by downloading Pikmin for Dolphin. You can't. Pikmin 1 is arcade gaming perfection. Pikmin 2 is a real game compared to Pikmin 1 being more of like an arcade game. Pikmin 2 is just like the perfect video game. It's all downhill from there, dude. Evidence, Pikmin 3 has paid DLC microtransactions for more levels. Oh. Pikmin 4 has, I don't know, bug patches. Also, it runs like crap on Switch. Resisting the simian urge to rage about Ochi at every possible moment. Anytime I stream for the past 2 years, there's like this part of my brain. Hey guys, today we're gonna be playing Fantasy Life. Complain about Ochi. You know you want to complain about Ochi. Now's your chance. Mention how much Ochi ruined Pikmin 4. But Insatiable Grudge, I already mentioned that multiple times on multiple streams. You can do it more. There's more to mention. Hey Pikmin is right there, says Doodle Boat. Oh crap, I forgot about Hey Pikmin, dude. Okay, Hey Pikmin it's like non-canon, dude. It's outsourced to Arzest, the Yoshi's New Island guys, and it's non-canon as far as we know, right? I don't know. Look, Hey Pikmin is not meant to be a Pikmin game, it's meant to be a Pikmin spin-off. Pikmin 4 is meant to be a Pikmin game, and that is its greatest transgression. Instant rewind replay? Nintendo! Why would you add this to Pikmin? Because players don't like when they get sad when the Pikmin die because it makes the game hard. Oh, right. Games aren't allowed to have an identity anymore. I forgot that, Nintendo. Sorry. Go ahead with Pikmin 4. Wait, Nintendo, how come Ochi has all of the abilities of every single Pikmin type at once? Because we don't want the player to, like, get annoyed or feel like they can't do something that they want to do because Breath of the Wild open world has to be all of our games. LOL. Oh, okay, so my Magic Taxi, okay, can also attack monsters and kill them faster than Pikmin and carry treasure and... Okay, got it. Okay. Understood, Nintendo. Sorry for questioning your game design philosophy. Hey, to be fair, okay, to be fair, hear me out. Like, one or two of the... Not really that many. One or two of the optional night missions. But most of them are actually way too easy and boring. But a couple of them really required you to use Ochi, like, to his fullest. Remember Doodleboat says Pikmin Bloom is canon because, you know. Dude, Mr. Beast in Monster Hunter Now is also canon. If Pikmin Bloom is canon, then, like, along the same lines of logic, we can canonize Mr. Beast in Monster Hunter. And this is extremely important because the Palicos are fans of him. Meow, row, I want to go back to watching this Mr. Beast video ASAP, meow. That's a real dialogue line. Baba the Cat says, Hey Pikmin's better than Pikmin 4, not gonna lie. Hey Pikmin's like easier to defend than Pikmin 4. Pikmin 3 was missing a lot from Pikmin 2 that I wish they had. Pikmin 4 added all of that, but then removed everything I liked about Pikmin 3, including the renderer, replacing it with Unreal Engine, and it added Ochi. Ooh. You can't just say, just don't use Ochi, because I tried. I tried to do a no Ochi playthrough. And let me tell you, it was more like a maximum Ochi playthrough. The game forces you to Ochi at every turn. The way he just trivializes all of your Pikmin. Dude, I am the biggest Pikmin fan ever. I have obsessed over the series with every ounce of my life and defended it as, like... Now we have a decent Pikmin fan base. But back in the day, I've been into Pikmin for long enough to feel alone. And so, please don't, you know, feel sad if I'm saying I don't like Pikmin 4. Because I do, actually. I just don't like Ochi. And I don't like a lot of things that they handled about it. I don't know. Here's my Pikmin 4 review. For the 0 people who asked for it. But I freaking love Pikmin, so I have a lot to talk about when it comes to Pikmin 4. And I didn't stream it because I didn't want to be spoiled, you know what I mean? Hey, Pikmin is more of a fun-filled game, says Bubba the Cat. That is... Okay, alright. Calling an Arzest game a fun-filled game. I'm gonna respect it. I can respect it. I don't have to agree with it, but I definitely have to respect it. We got Glittering Silk Thread. Yoshi's New Island, though. Double Yoshi! Exploshi! Alright. Maybe that's not fun-filled. Filled with so much fun it exploded. Pikmin 4 question. Why make Ochi when they could have domesticated a Bulbor? I know! Bulbmen exist, and they're far more interesting. I want to switch to patch with 4K textures and an additional area and a challenge mode with no rewind and a badge that goes on your save file if you use it. If you use the hard mode, you know what I mean? They do that sometimes. Nintendo does that sometimes. Dude, the Olimar mode was freaking cracked, dude. I freaked out. I freaked out when I discovered that. I went full blackout on that game, and so I had 0 spoilers. When I discovered the Olimar mode, I was like... And then when I got to the final boss of it, because I hadn't seen him in the other context, they kind of reuse him, which is kind of lame. But when I got to him, I was like, oh my god, Pikmin 2! Pikmin 2, where's so Pikmin 2? I cried. And then they freaking censored him. Can I talk about this, guys? Can I talk about this? They censored Man of War, or whatever the hell his name is. Crap, man. It is... I couldn't believe it. He has like pew, 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 pew laser sounds instead of machine gun. I anticipated it, but the way that they're like glowing Star Wars lasers, man. Talk about gutted. They didn't even have to. They just didn't wanna. Whatever. I get it. I complain about the smallest things, but that's why they get away with it. You know what I mean? You know that feeling? Everyone knows that feeling. Everyone knows that feeling. It's happening to everything these days. You can't deny it. Fantasy Life I needed story quests for each life, each time that you rank up, but they didn't want to put it in because people said that it makes the game too slow. I'm sorry that pressing the start button and clicking skip cutscene is too much for some people. The rest of us like the story to feel immersed. They did not have to remove all the story. I'm so salty, bro. It's totally possible to code Pikmin to get thrown onto a Bulborb, says Goldheart. I know, right? Yeah, right? Yeah. I get what you mean. Post Healer is planting for more dungeons. Good. Mining Mania. Do you know what else I liked that nobody else liked? Time for more Leafy opinions that will make people leave the stream. I freaking love Detective Pikachu. I can't say that without laughing. I'm sorry. I saw that movie like 3 times in theaters. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I love Detective Pikachu. guys see the Pokemon Terra leaks? They were gonna do an episode of Poketoons for Detective Pikachu. It was gonna be an original story with Detective Pikachu, anime style Detective Pikachu anime episode with Poketoons for free on YouTube. Oh my god. I can't believe it. And they canceled it. It was in the Terra leaks. They have like designs and the 3D model for him and everything. They canceled it. We are a Pokemon household, says Ether. So true. I'm glad that there's another in the chat. It was a good movie. We watched it twice, says Ether. Yeah, right? Never apologize for your passions, especially if they're harmless, says Healer. A Detective Pikachu probably harmed a few people. People get very upset when Pokemon moves a muscle. But outside of the Pikachu mega fans that it harmed, who couldn't handle, who was it? Ryan Reynolds voicing Pikachu. I'll admit, that's a bit of a heart skipper for a couple Pikachu fans out there. That's a bit hard to handle. I thought it was hilarious, though. You got Pokemon packs in the movie theater. Yeah, that was so classic. I love that. I love that. Yeah, right, Esmodi? Yeah. It's like whatever you're doing, whatever you're liking, whatever you're up to, just don't cause trouble for anyone else and we can agree it's okay. Like I feel like everyone's figured out that's how the way things work, right? I think I still have my Detective Pikachu Pokemon card, is what Shadowcat says. Yeah, I tried to not lose those sorts of things, but I still think I have my pack too. I forget what I got though. Remember, Doodlebot says level 5, add an option to give enemies 150% more health just for the enemies that die in 2 hits. In this game? That's what stick is for. In this game, yeah, stick. Or just use a weaker weapon. That's your option. You can use a weaker weapon. What game is this? Yokai Watch? Yokai needs a double enemy HP option. I'm serious. Bullgod says he's 46 and still gets looked for liking cartoons and anime. That's, you know, I feel like most people who are going out in public, obviously some people don't go out much, but if you're out in public enough to be given someone weird looks like that, you should probably know how common it is to like that sort of thing. These days I like to play a game. Do you guys know what the game is called? The game is called the Goku game. It's called the Goku jump scare game. I try to go outside without seeing Goku, and it's actually harder than you guys think. I'm serious. I guess it depends on where you live. But when you go outside, the longer you stay outside, the higher your odds of seeing Goku are. And you'll never be able to unsee this now that I've told you. It is actually highly likely you will see Goku when you go outside. You might see him on a bumper sticker. You might see him on a t-shirt. You might see him on Reese's Puffs. That scared the crap out of me last year when he was on the Reese's Puffs at Target. Goku appears in a lot of unexpected places. Where's the silk, dude? Gotta beware that silk. There it is. Tareko, you're doing an Inflict Frostbite set. I want that. I want to do that. And Inflict Burn, because Burn decreases defense. You play a similar game called Hunt the Naruto Tattoo. Are you serious? Are you serious? That's definitely a valid one to play. That's pretty similar. One time I went to the mall and he had a bunch of, there was this store that had a bunch of clearly bootleg anime figures. You know what I mean, where it's clearly bootleg. Like washed out print on the boxes. No logo or writing on the boxes, just like crappy, low resolution, faded out pictures of the figure on all sides. And no company logo or anything. So I just wanting to screw around because I'm there at the mall to have fun. Just wanting to screw around, I pick up the most obvious bootleg there is that doesn't have any sort of manufacturer written anywhere on it. And I hold it up to the guy working the counter and I go, "Hey, who made this? Just curious." And he looks at it and he goes, "I'm serious, guys, I'm serious. You're never gonna believe it." He looks at it and he goes, "Japan." And I go, "Oh, Japan! Japan made this." I just put it down and walk out. Never have I seen a more legitimate looking Hatsune Miku figure in my entire life. I know I have quite a few. One of them just because she's the it's designed by Naoki Saito, the artist who does a lot of Pokemon cards. Go to the gym until you see a brand of sacrifice tattoos. Oh my god. I have a confession, says Healer. I have a Skyrim tattoo. That's perfectly fine. Skyrim's a good game. I will say Bethesda didn't deserve the fate it got afterwards with Fallout 76 and Microsoft buyout and blah, blah, blah. All your favorite franchises are doomed to get microtransactions and fall off. I'm serious. It's a real thing. You can't unsee it once you start looking for it. Oh my god, all my favorite franchises. They've started to do weird things I don't like. I can't unsee it now. Hey, it doesn't mean all the games are 100% crap, but it means they're like 10% more crap than they used to be in a very specific way. I was young, it was the first release, not the 6th, says Healer. I don't regret it, but I don't show it off as much. Yeah, Skyrim's a bit... The perception has changed over the years. I feel like now everything that Skyrim got credit for influencing, people call Breath of the Wild, right? Skyrim didn't invent gliders, but that's about it. It definitely invented a lot of menuing and gathering stuff. Even Tears of the Kingdom added settlement quests. Did you guys notice that? In Tears of the Kingdom, you had, like, settlement quests. It was, like, totally Skyrim-esque. I don't know. Guy who's only seen Boss Baby sees another movie for the first time. Wow, this really reminds me of Boss Baby. It's that kind of vibe. But, you get what I'm saying, right? The settlement quests, where you had a quest line for each town in Tears of the Kingdom, really reminded me of Skyrim. Thoughts on the Inazuma 11 Victory Road collab with the AI thing as Shadowcat? I investigated it. There is a voice actor who is very prominent who created an AI based on his own voice, collaborating with a company that does voice-roid AI, whatevers. It's all done with his consent. He wants to do it because he thinks it's cool. If an artist is talented and wants to do something because he thinks it's cool, then lay off. I don't give a crap, man. There are more things to get upset about. People are like, Storm is freaking house down. He said the A+I word. Well, he's doing it all with his own voice. He's not stealing anyone else's. I don't know. I'm not trying to say that it's, like, perfectly moral, but I'm trying to say that it's not the kind of thing that you need to take an extreme stance on. It's good that you're asking me for your thoughts on it. But I will say that, for my thoughts on it, I will say that my thoughts on it aren't particularly deep. I don't like characters voiced by AI voice banks, whatever, man. I like Yuto, whatever's, his voice is perfectly fine. He's got a great voice. I'd prefer his own. But if he wants to do a little project because he thinks it's funny, I'm not going to, like, stop being a fan of his. I don't know. I'm just not going to be big on the character. I didn't know much about the topic, says Shadowcat. I'm glad that I could bring some more info to it. Because I wasn't too big on it when they announced it until I saw that it was all just like a random side project of his. They're basically collaborating with the side project. You know how every voice bank has its mascot? His mascot for his AI voice bank based on his voice is like himself, basically. So it's kind of confusing. But they're collaborating with the digital version of himself. It's a weird project. You don't have to be into it. I'm not that into it. I don't really think we should torch his house down, though. Sorry if that makes me a villain. Sometimes with AI discussions, it's like, you have to want to kill the person, or we're going to kill you too. And it's like, okay. How about we don't kill anybody, because everything's okay if we take a deep breath. I don't know. That's my perspective on stuff. So it's a Vocaloid, S-Member Doodleable. It kind of is. There are Vocaloids, and there are, like, AI voice banks now. I don't really understand the difference, but they have, like, a Miku and an AI Miku now. I don't know the difference, dude. I'm sorry. I don't know enough to get mad about one of them and not mad about the other. Which is probably the desired outcome. For a lot of discussions. I'm not always eager to get to that point, though. So many things come out these days. They kind of just fly by me. I struggle to get that upset about something unless it's like they're updating a game to be different. Okay. I don't like when they shut down games and you can't play them anymore. If it's that concrete, it's easier to be sad about. But even then, I move on. I get comments from this one guy who makes new accounts every so often. You guys know Yokawatch Poony Poony or Wibble Wobble? He goes, Leafy, I still watch your streams because I like your content, but I hate you because you get better pulls than me. I'm serious. He makes new accounts to tell me this. He gets very upset about it. I don't really... I think he just does it when he gets bad pulls. Anyways, that is to say, don't unhealthily obsess over anything, including Yuto's AI voice bank. I think he's probably still a fine guy at the end of the day. I just won't be listening to his AI voice work. I prefer his human stuff. I love Disgaea, borderline superfan. Oh no, I know where you're going with this. Guys, pop quiz! What do Fantasy Life fans and Disgaea fans have in common? I'll give you a hint. The Fantasy Life fans didn't listen to the Disgaea fans. It's become a sad shell of its former self, much like more franchises trying to sell more copies. I know, right? My opinion you didn't ask for, says Ether. No, yeah. I like talking about random games here. I mean, the game's grindy. I'm on my 250th hour. It's okay. Some people are like, I'm so sorry, Leafy. Forgive me. Can I ask about a game that's not Fantasy Life? It's like, yeah, of course. We're here to chat about whatever. I don't care. But yeah, the AI voice bank was a hot button topic for the Inazuma community, who has nothing else to do outside of beg for more language dubs. So it was difficult to find the right info. Also, Level 5 officially announced that AI-generated artwork will not be used in any final game. It's just placeholders, which, hey, Expedition 33 did that. I loved the game. I didn't realize they used AI placeholders until I got pretty far in the game and there was this one pillar, and I was like, oh, that's AI-generated. I guess it's a placeholder. And they patched it a day later, so whatever. I don't freaking care, man. It's a great game. They didn't mean to put it in the game. It's just that one of their graphic designers had it there as a placeholder. Whatever. You can't... Large companies can't micromanage every little thing that every little person does. The grim reality of the situation is, whether a company as a whole is publicly saying we use AI or we don't use AI, there will be workers on every single team that, unfortunately, I don't approve of this, but there will be workers that secretly cut corners with AI without their bosses noticing it, even when companies disapprove of AI usage as a whole officially. Like, we gotta be willing to not necessarily accept it, but resign to the truth. It's the kind of thing that just happens even if you don't like it. I don't like it, you know? I use a program called Joy to Key, and I can assign a key to my pad and essentially a macro, says Asmodee. Yeah, I don't do that sort of thing, but I'm not going to grill you for it. It's pressing A to buy long games. A Lego, what's the word? I'm ruining the joke by not thinking of the word fast enough. You know where I'm going with this. Well, Lego Technic could freaking buy long capes for you. I have arthritis in my hand, so it helps me with the macro. Yeah, exactly, healer, yeah. 100%. It's like totally valid, dude. And yeah, killing your pad is another thing. Did you hear Sony? Did you hear Sony's official ratings for DualSense controllers? They're like, yeah, DualSense controllers are rated for like 10 button presses before end of life. And it's like, okay, buddy. The number that they gave was ridiculously low. They're like 10,000 button presses. And it's like, what? What the hell? Are you okay? No wonder my DualSenses die so fast. It's like 10,000 button presses. I'm serious. Search it out. Fact check me on this, because I'm probably wrong. But it was something ridiculously low. It was really low, dude. I was like, what? My dad's always like, oh, I gotta get a new DualSense controller. Mine's like acting up. I'm like, seriously? And then I come over and I'm like, let me try and fix it for you. Nope, never works. Reset. Goldheart, you sold Wicked Mandrakes because you got Shadow Carrot rare, like, favorite? It's super rare, dude. The fan favorite Shadow Carrots. And yeah, Steam Input has macro as, like, a part of it now. So if I'm playing a game on Steam, then it's like... Is it full-on macro, though? Or is it in Steam, is it, like, full-on macro? I've never even looked into it. That you can program? Or is it just repeat? Is it turbo? Is it just turbo button press? Or is it like, you can play a fighting game and do, like, the 3DS Street Fighter thing where you program a combo on a touchscreen button? That was so stupid, man. That was, like, the worst thing ever. Yeah, it's pretty rare. It's just turbo, says Asmodee. Yeah, whatever, dude. I had to sell my entire stock, says Goldheart. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to resist. You can multi-chain commands, says Asmodee. Oh yeah, that's kind of cheesy. I wonder how fighting game developers feel about that. Do they just kind of shrug because they know everybody's like using external programs anyways? Cave stars. And now for the main course, the stew. Oh, Steam Deck, dude. Yeah, Steam Deck's cool. Do you think Nintendo lets you reprogram controls because of the Steam Deck? Because that's a very un-Nintendo thing to do, and I never realized why they might do it. Are you guys excited for Monkey Game? Do you know what I'm talking about? It's the game that you're not allowed to post screenshots of. The Nintendo game. Do not say the Roblox game, because it's going to be better than Roblox. Why? Because, look, man, you don't need me to say the title of certain Roblox experiences to be thinking of the ones that I'm thinking of when I say, thankfully, we won't have that. DK baby, says Ether. Oh yeah, let's go. DK. Cutscene goes crazy, dude. So people are saying that somebody else might be voicing Pauline in the new DK game. Can we talk about this real quick? I disagree with this theory. Kate Higgins? The original voice actress of Pauline for Jump Up Superstar and Break Free. She did an interview where she told us that when she recorded these, she had no clue it was for Mario. She wasn't allowed to know anything about what she was recording for. This also lines up with every single thing that we know about Nintendo's voice acting recording processes. For Smash Bros, everything. It's how Nintendo does things. They don't tell people any info because they don't want leaks. The theory about a potential voice actress change for Pauline is that a HoloLive voice actress, Mori Calliope, has been talking about how an upcoming project of hers is for kids and is inspired by Journey of the West. Congratulations to her for getting a new job, but it's clear that she's not working with Nintendo because she knows way too much about the project. Pauline's voice actress told us that Nintendo doesn't say that much when you're voicing Pauline. It would not have changed over the years because leaks have gotten worse and worse and Nintendo has tightened things up. Therefore, if Pauline's voice actress is changing, it's not towards anybody who's talking about their job publicly because they wouldn't know that they're in Mario. Also, I think it's kind of a stretch to say that Donkey Kong Bonanza is Journey to the West inspired just because of the elder guys, the elder animals, like the pig and whatever. I don't know, man. That's a bit of a stretch. Nintendo really wouldn't tell someone that. It just doesn't check out with everything that I know about them over the years. I imagine trading store-bought capes to the Redux shop It's kind of similar to like those people that return game cases to Walmart with googly eyes in them. Here you go, bro. Here you go. I swear, dungeon farmed equipment. I promise. The game card is totally in the case. Screw people who do that, by the way. I am not approving of that. It's just an interesting phenomenon. What isn't inspired by Journey to the West, says Ether. I've got this story, okay? Okay, I've got this story. It's like kind of inspired by the Odyssey. I'm thinking we've got like a good concept so far. So we've got this guy, all right? And he goes on this journey, okay? I feel like a lot of projects could be that. Flat out, whoever's voicing Kid Pauline, Baby Pauline, whatever you want to call her, technically it's Teen Pauline, according to the Japanese website. I've been freaking calling her Baby Pauline for like 6 months, and she's a freaking teenager? What? I still think they would call her Baby Pauline in Mario Kart. Like, that's why I call her that, because you got like Baby Rosalina, you got like Baby Mario from Mario and Luigi Partners in Time. Okay, technically it's from Yoshi's Island, but I was too young to know that when I played Double Dash. I always thought that they were from Partners in Time. I'm so sorry, you guys. I don't know how long it took me to realize they were in Yoshi's Island, even though I had a Super Nintendo with Super Mario World. Anyways, she's a teen in dog years, says Ether Ocean. Yeah, I don't know what the freaking twist is, dude. Anyway, whoever's voicing Kid Pauline doesn't know a jack about the role. They only found out about it when the trailer came out and they heard the song that they were in. She was like, oh crap, that's me in the trailer. I must be in Donkey Kong. That is how she found out she was in Donkey Kong Bonanza. That's what happened for the girl voicing Pauline in Odyssey. Anyways, it's just interesting because nobody knew what they would do with Pauline. And I guess because she was also in the Mario vs. Donkey Kong games. I mean, our theory on the channel was that Pauline would be in the next game because they were remaking Mario vs. Donkey Kong. But we didn't necessarily predict that she would be riding DK's back, now did we? We just thought Odyssey team wouldn't forget about her. If they don't have Baby Pauline to Mario Kart, then I don't know what I'm going to do with my life, because it's going to lose all purpose. Oh, dude, they should add the baby carriage from Mario. That would be such a funny gag, dude. Imagine they had the baby carriage from Mario Kart Double Dash, and they add Donkey Kong and Pauline. And the trailer is like them riding in the freaking carriage together, like Double Dash. And Donkey Kong's like squeezing into the carriage. Brothership had some really funny cartoony animations. Disregarding my inability to get over the new voices, the animators deserve no flack for that. They had no hand in that. I freaking love the animations in that game, and they're very funny. Your life can't have no purpose if Victory Road exists, says Shadowcat. Oh my god, that's so true though. All 4,500 characters in Victory Road. Gotta make a character for each of them. 1 subscriber for every video. We can do it. Farming our way to the top. It's the grind. Dude, I freaking lost subscribers the last time that I posted videos about Inazuma 11. Go watch my playlist with all the 4K uploads of Hisatsu's, because people freaking unsubscribed the day that I uploaded all of those. They were like, why did you upload 40 videos at once? And I'm like, I don't know. Sorry for annoying you. That was probably a poor decision. Anyways, go watch that playlist. If you're curious about the new game from the creators of Fantasy Life. They're fans, and there are fans, said Ether, of Victory Road? Inazuma? Yeah. This franchise goes way back. It was my first anime. Pokemon doesn't count. Pokemon fans, I asked some Pokemon fans, and I was like, what should I watch if I like Pokemon? For my first, like, real anime. Like, and they were like, watch Inazuma. Here it is in 3 parts, 8 minutes each on YouTube in Japanese with English subtitles. And that was my first time watching real anime. I was also really, really young at the time. So that's why I have such a weird reaction to people who say that they refuse to watch anime with subtitles. I was like wicked young. Ba. 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 There's been Yokai Watch Movie 2 dub leaks. That's not true. I would have heard about it. Are you talking about the silly Netflix thing? Okay. So, okay. There are 2 instances of this. One, Netflix leaked canceled plans to localize Movie 2 by accidentally giving the official English name. And you could view it through weird VPN shenanigans. It was pretty funny. Putting that aside, Hulu or Apple TV Plus has official English, like, titles for, like, all the Y School Hero episodes. It's really weird, dude. I know that they already had those for Asia because of Animax, but it's wild to see them show up anywhere else. Just goes to show that Level 5 has their canon database of stuff for the series, and anything else is an expression of that. Doesn't necessarily mean the movie's coming to Apple TV Plus. But hey, I don't want to upset all the Apple TV Plus fans out there. I know there are dozens of you. I think my freaking parents have it for something. Doesn't mean they like it. They're not necessarily fans. But I think that's a funny trivia fact. I do have access to it. I just choose not to ask them for the login. Because there's nothing I want to watch. You guys know that feeling? My first anime was Great Teach Onizuka. Okay, that is... Whew. What a... In terms of obscurity points, you're going to get 11 out of 10 points there. Had to buy the DVDs from a skate shop that was owned by a Japanese family and stocked some anime as they came out. Dude, that's an awesome story, Ether. That's, like, so real. If you guys know Rabbit Watch from Yokai Watch Wibble Wobble, the way that he got into anime, he told me, like, it was this anime club at college where, like, his friends were making, like, pirated anime tapes and with subtitles that were, like, unofficial. And, like, that's how he got into anime. I was like, whoa, that's retro. Yeah, I got into anime because of, like, 4 kids airing Kirby Right Back at Ya and Sonic X. Fox Box, baby! But does that really count? Kirby Right Back at Ya is like its own show. When you talk about Right Back at Ya, it's like you're like talking about something different from the Kirby of the Stars anime because they have like totally different scripts and lore and story. If you look into it, the story is like way different, and Meta Knight gives all these lore drops that are just not translated. It's really weird. They totally yokai watch it. But the difference is that they actually did a good job with it. Hey. So you end up with an interesting derivative product instead of one that's just objectively worse. It's a Yokai Watch dub. Robert Watch mentioned, stream happy, says never doable. Yes, let's go! Let's go, he's the GOAT. What do you think about Yokai Watch 4, S-Bubba? I published videos on it the moment that it came out. Look, man, it performs like crap on Switch. Switch 2 fixes Yokai 4. But you know how Fantasy Life I was delayed until it was perfect? You know how Inazuma was delayed until it was perfect? Do you guys ever wonder why Level 5 did that? It's because of Yokai Watch 4. That is the fact. They do it because Yokai Watch 4 released before it was ready. And Level 5 learned that delaying a game for a couple years is better than maintaining yearly releases, because the moment you do a crappy yearly release, followed by another crappy yearly release, you can't do any more releases. Thanks for coming, Asmodee. Get some sleep. I know that feeling. My icon is the yokai that makes speed. Do you know who my icon is? Do you know why he's my icon? He's the yokai that he's like super evil. He's shady. He's supposed to be super evil. But what does he actually do to people to make them so debilitated? How does he curse people? Well, he makes them stay up all night playing games together and having fun, and so they get super tired after. It's cute. I like it. These days, now that I've been doing YouTube for so long, I wonder if I should change it. But one time I did a poll when I came back to YouTube after some health issues. I did a poll, and I said, should I redraw my icon? I drew it like 10 years ago, man. And like, it was back when Clip Studio Paint was called Paint Tool SAI. That's how you know my Yokai Watch fan art is old. Like my Reddit icon of Durina from Nyakebi. Level 5 took the Miyamoto quote to heart. The one about hentai games? No, the one about delaying them. Oh, well, there are 2 Miyamoto quotes. I'm just joking. He didn't say the one about delaying games. That one's fake. Where is this freaking silk that I have to beware, bro? Beware the glittering silk. I think some game developers really need to question what the goal of their game is and if they want players to accomplish it. Over here. Wait, CSP and SAI are the same thing. I swear to God they are. Am I wrong? The issue is that I'm not swearing to any particular god. So there's no validity to my statement. You never thought of that, did you? Gotcha. I really thought that's what they changed Paint Tool SAI to. They just changed it. It was Manga Studio and Paint Tool SAI. And then at one point or another, they got tired of people saying, you should use Manga Studio, but Paint Tool SAI has better paint stuff. So they just consolidated both softwares into one software. Because now processors are strong enough to have everything in one program. When before it would lag your computer if they were both the same program. You wanted to use Psy when you were younger? Yeah. I tried using Manga Studio and like I didn't understand how to use it because I was like 6 years old. Where was I going with this? After a while, I started using Paint Tool SAI. Do you think they should make a Yokai Watch Dynasty Warriors game as Bubba the Cat? Okay, there is a video of me saying this like 7 years ago. I'm serious. So a really common question used to be, what yokai spin-off would I want? And the two that I've always gone with is like Arc System Works fighting game, which aged very well because ever since then they've become known for doing spin-offs. I used to say this before they did any crossovers, just because of Guilty Gear. But now they do Grand Blue, they do Dragon Ball, they do Marvel, they do all sorts of licensed ones. So now they really have to do Yokai Watch. They never would. It would sell 2 copies. Even Grand Blue struggled. And Yokai Dynasty Warriors, here's why I always used to say Yokai Warriors. Because Koei Tecmo, hear me out, already developed a Yokai Watch spin-off. No, Yokai or Alive is not a game yet. However, I really do think it should be. So putting Yokai or Alive aside, because that would be a killer fighting game too. Koei Tecmo made Yokai Sangokshi, of course. And they also developed the sequel, Kunitori Wars, internally titled Yokai Watch Sangokshi 2. Bet you never knew that. Guilty Gear-like yokai fighting game sounds awesome, says Galardic. And it would be perfect for assists, because there are all sorts of nonsense yokai that don't deserve their own fighters, but could like fart on them or whatever, right? Plus, Pokémon's like one of my favorite games of all time. First stage has Dimmy as crowd enemies. Dude, it would go crazy. It would go absolutely nutty. Rebrand Yokai Dynasty Warriors as Blasters 3, says Member Doodlebo. Oh my god. That would kind of work. The first online multiplayer, 4-player co-op raid-style Dynasty Warriors game. That would be an interesting evolution for the series, let's be honest. When I say let's be honest, I mean they did a couple innovations that weren't so good for the series. Timothy, what's up? Thoughts on Deca Police, S. Ether? I am so freaking excited for Deca Police that I recognized it in the initial reveal trailer. You can go back. I streamed my reaction to most Nintendo Directs. I recognized Deca Police in the initial reveal trailer from a random drawing that Level 5 had on their sub-website that they used for job listings, because we were stalking what Level 5 was up to as a studio after all the radio silence. The moment they started the trailer, I was like, oh crap, it's the Level 5 furry game. I called it. It's the furry game. I'm so excited for it, dude. It's literally just Yokai Watch. It's like Ni no Kuni Yokai Watch monster designs. I'm so excited. I'll be more excited if they unveil Monster Tamer as a class, because there are a lot of cool monster designs. Temples and haunted houses for the raids? Yeah, like Buster's Treasure. I'm doing great today. I want to get one more glittering silk thread for that maid hat. Come on. Pink silk thread. Recipes? What are we at here? 6! And we have 10 silk in our inventory. I think we're pretty good. Just a moment now, and we will craft the silk and proceed with our stream. I'll be right back. We've been streaming for a while, so make sure to stretch so you don't have heart attacks. Thoughts on a Fantasy Life anime, asked McCoy. Fantastic question. The 3DS game starts with a pre-rendered anime cutscene. The sequel does not, because they had no money. And they put less everything into it. And they didn't expect it to be so successful. That describes a lot of things Level 5 does. I would love to see a Fantasy Life anime. I doubt it will ever happen. We do have a random gag manga. Those little 4-panel manga with chibi art. That's definitely not the same. Hydrate, guys. Okay, I'm back. I'm back from adjusting my air conditioning. It's time to make some glittering silk. You know what they say? All that glitters is silk. And today we're gonna lend credence to that claim. Snip, snip, snip. Making some furniture here. What are you guys crafting? What are you playing? What are you watching? Kaiju number 8 OVA today was very cute. Made me very happy. All their other IPs got at least one anime season, says McCoy. That's technically not true. However, Level 5 did preemptively announce a Deca Police anime and a Holy Horror Mansion anime. So if we're being honest, Fantasy Life needs something. However, Farmagia was the lowest rated anime of the season when its promotional anime aired. Promotional game anime don't often perform well. If they could do a killer isekai for Fantasy Life that's only loosely based on the property, I think it would be freaking insane. Am I the only one who thinks this? I know that isekai is slop and bad and whatever, but Fantasy Life is perfectly primed for it. Trust me on this. Even the new game is really an isekai plotline, is they're going for. Yes, says Bubba the Cat, right? There should be like, maybe to lighten the mood, maybe it's a couple people or something. Dude, it should be like a guy and a girl that like each other, but maybe they're not like totally together yet. And they both get isekai'd to fantasy life world. And they have to start their life together. Whoa, totally not romantic, right? But then like as the show goes on, whoa, shockingly to the audience's surprise, potentially something more could develop, right? Like do something kind of basic and cheesy but good, right? Like don't mess it up. You know what I'm saying? Remember Doodleboat says if Snack World got an anime, anything can. Snack World got the worst anime ever. It's 3D, so you know it's already bad. Not really an anime. Nobody wants to watch it. Low budget. Really low effort. It's really low effort. They straight up one-to-one adapt the game's story, which is pretty good normally, but Snack World's story isn't that great. And the show overall is just freaking terrible. I'm sorry. Like, I love Snack World in Level 5. I love the show in a terrible way, but it's objectively, like, really, really bad, man. My butterfly friend is secretly a goddess. Oh, God. That's perfect. Oh, my God. That'd be so good. Here we go. We have 22 silk. We're prepared for this battle. We used all the thread. I was not prepared. You did this last night, says Opposed Healer. What? Last stream. What did I do? Oh, I used all my threads and I couldn't make the maid hat. Cheap 3D. Did somebody mention Earwig and the Witch? Oh, God. There are a lot of shows with cheap 3D. For example, Chainsaw Man had such cheap 3D that thankfully nobody bought the Blu-rays. And so they sacked the director and got a new one. And the new one, they showed a new trailer for Chainsaw Man. And the animation looks stellar. It looks perfect. It has no crappy 3D. It's exactly what I wanted and exactly what Chainsaw Man deserves. Chainsaw Man going to be elevated to greatest of all time status with this new adaptation. They should go back and do a new Blu-ray for the first season. They never will. Oh, you know what they might do? They might do an anthology movie where they redo all the terrible animation. That is such a good idea. They should take that. Have it for free on MeMappa. Chainsaw Man anthology movie that covers the first season and redoes all the terrible animation. Thankfully, they used all their budget on the Makima animation. They never missed with that. They had their priorities straight. They're like, the battles don't have to look good if Makima does. Okay, all right. I read you. Loud and clear. Pochita, says Ether. Pochita is so precious, dude. We need a good Berserk, says Bubba the Cat. Oh, man. It's like such a long adaptation. Nobody wants to do it. Like, Bleach got more because it was just kind of resuming the story, right? They had a really successful gacha game, and they're like, oh, we can fund more of the story now. That's literally what happened, I swear. Apocalypse Shield. Where do I buy this? Tropica Isles or Base Camp? Shadowcat says, I couldn't bring myself to finish the Snack World anime. I got sick of them losing over and over again, only for some random thing to happen for them to win. Yeah, that was freaking stupid, man. Either says they don't mind most of the filler in Bleach compared to other anime. I think these days people are more grateful for filler. Now people are like, how come an anime only gets 12 episodes every 2 years? Because you didn't want filler! It's because you didn't want filler! Here's your show with no filler. You get 12 episodes every 2 years because no company's making filler in the meantime. Like, you can't only have one or the other. Sorry. You can't just have stellar production from the same people 24/7. That's not how it works. What about Bleach Rebirth of Souls that didn't do so well? I have no clue, Bubba the Cat. I only know that they launched an app that made crazy money the first couple of years that it was out, and that's why they were able to do the anime. I'm like pretty sure that's actually what happened. Healer says Onsen filler episodes. Hang on. There might be a purpose to some filler. But definitely skippable. Definitely skippable. Definitely. Definitely unnecessary. Fireworks for today. What are we making here? Retro boys clothes. Yeah, Bull God, can't forget the beach episodes. I feel like most companies forget the beach episodes these days. When you only have 12, it's hard to mess around. Two threads, huh? We have furniture to make. Let's make sure we're good to go. Flax thread. That's what's holding us back? Really? In red paint. That's embarrassing. Squeeze in a tournament arc. That's a good suggestion, Healer. Our Fantasy Life anime only has 12 episodes. We can get a bonus 13 on the Blu-ray. There are 7 chapters. Assuming the 7th chapter is 2 episodes and the first chapter is 2 episodes, that leaves 3 episodes. What are we doing with the 3 episodes for Fantasy Life anime? How do we develop the characters? One of the episodes about farming, one of the episodes about artists, one of them's about pilots. Sorry, I had to. Obviously the cooking episode. Oh yeah, there should be a cooking episode. Yeah. That's actually good. Yeah. Like cooking, carpenter. The protagonists are building their house in town together. That would make sense. Ether says, afraid to watch the new Kenshin, loved the OG one. I know it will destroy my nostalgia. The remakes... Sometimes companies just want to, like, restore share of voice for their property. You know what I mean? Oh, we need to have people remember that we exist so that when they see our merchandise on the shelves, they feel an attachment to the character and buy it. In other words, why are you digging up a corpse? To phrase it differently, right? What are you doing with this old show? Reanimating the same scenes with less budget and worse coloring. To dust it off for loose change, says Healer. It's the best way to put it, yeah. Like, they're not even making that much money off of these, but they keep doing it. Grave robbing with a new name, yeah. They should do another Animal Crossing movie. I've always loved that. With all the success of New Horizons, they never even released it in English. Felt like not necessarily money on the table. I guess that's an exaggeration. But back in the day, they would have put it on Nintendo Video for 3DS with 3D. Okay, Go fans, where we at? I know you're out there. Only 3DS owners will understand this joke. Dinosaur office. Raw. I can't even say it without laughing. Crap, man. Dinosaur office. Raw. They should release a new Kirby anime. That time that they released a new episode of the Kirby anime on 3DS. Technically, for Right Back At Ya, they never localized it. Didn't they tease that they're considering a new Kirby anime, but they don't actually know if they'll do it? They re-released the original on Blu-ray, and they, like, totally re-rendered everything. And they're like, we might have a reason for doing this. I forget. They're clearly not doing the new one, but I don't think they're, like, actively opposed to the idea of doing one, is the interesting thing. Kirby's also just generally been a media giant for Nintendo who wants to keep expanding in a Disney-like fashion. Okay, we're gonna roll again for the mount recipe as usual. Dude, the Kid Icarus anime shorts where they were each done by a legendary anime studio? Are you kidding me? I love those. Those are amazing. That's the best. That's the only time that Nintendo has done actual legitimate anime. Do you know why? Because it was Sakurai. Sakurai just got a bunch of anime studios that you liked. Didn't they get Shaft and Trigger to do them? I forget. They got some really good picks. Might have just been Shaft that did one. Were they still Gynax back then? I forget what the set was, but they had a good set for studios on that anime. And they all came out great. They each had a different art style, and they all were great. And we all know what the best one is. There's no need to say it. Gotta maintain plausible deniability here for reputation. Don, do you have any new recipes for us? We would very much like them. We would also very much like 2 glittering silks. Do you know about Rurouni Kenshin and what he did? Nope, no clue. Enlighten me. Splatoon's always been there in the realm of potential for anime. But why and how they would do it is totally up in the air. For that sort of thing, you need a purpose, or else it just kind of goes out there and disappears. It's easy to get buried these days. If they're doing a Splatoon series, maybe for Raiders. Raiders looks so good. Probably this September. We will be playing. Gemini cabbage. No thanks. There was another Doan somewhere, dude. Where is he? Oh, he's there. Good to see you, Doan. Toriko finished his Frostbite build for Jake, plus 280% Frostbite chance. Oh, geez. I like Snow more. She's cute. But hey, whatever works. Test it out. Oh, yeah. Oh, crap. I did hear about that, Baba. I just didn't think that it was that author. Yeah. Obviously, yeah, that did happen. Snow is awesome as well, but Jake gets plus 100% boost from his shield, says Storeko. Oh, really? That's true. That's right, because he's a paladin. Huh. That's really interesting. Good thinking. Oh, sweet wall. That's a thing now? Goldheart, you're getting double legendary log drops. Nice job. Keep getting those excellent chops. Let's make sweet wall, since that's new. Brush, 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 brush. Spin, smack! Give him the old subway slam. Got a Lord of Death Grove Galactic? It's probably easier than making the stupid event spawn. I feel like it's not spawning for me anymore. I feel like my game reverted the update, even though I have all the recipes and everything. The holy stuff, huh? Jake ability doesn't inflict frostbite, says Ether. Oh, uh-huh. How does he inflict it then? You have to age a weapon for him in order for his skill to activate? How do you know they don't give him an 8 chance? Like, dude, Hunter, like, Fern just has an innate chance to burn. It's like unspoken, dude. She literally just does. I don't know. Ether says his weapon needs to have inflict frostbite. Fern gets burn off, no problem. I don't know what the difference is. Is it only her special? I feel like she gets it pretty consistently. It might just be her spamming her special. I don't freaking know. Silk thread. Don't stock's made outfit recipes because shop is supposed to accommodate any type of request from any type of customer. It's how they maximize their profits. Don't ask questions. Ether says, Fern Snow Rouge special all do inflict status, but Jake's doesn't. Oh, that's insane, dude. Idle power gap. That's just how it goes. Apparently some of you guys are playing Uma Musume. Is that still true? Jake has the ability Swordsman of the Rime, which boosts chance of inflicting frostbite, says Toriko. Okay, so Toriko doesn't seem to understand because he keeps repeating this. If a skill is supposed to boost a chance, what is the chance? Where's the chance coming from? So it's boosting the chance. Okay, what is the chance? What is the chance of frostbite for Jake? Where is it? Where does Jake's chance of frostbite come from? How are you boosting that? If it doesn't have anything to boost, it can't boost his chance. If his chance is 0, it will still be 0, says Healer. Yeah. I have no clue. But it really seems like that's the case. Level 5 sucks at translating skills. Snow would be the same, wouldn't it? No, we just explained that to Rico. Snow's special has a base chance of inflicting frostbite. Snow's special has a base chance of inflicting frostbite, which can then be boosted. Jake's special does not have a base chance. We got Glittering Silk, so you can't boost his chance of inflicting frostbite without a weapon. I guess. I say I guess because level 5 sucks at translations. They always mess up how the skills work. Every time. It's extremely confusing, Tareko. I know. Level 5 is on the bottom of the list when it comes to making things easy to understand. Or accurately translating them in the first place. Where is my second silk thread? Oh, beware it, bros! Thank you, stickers, for letting me receive a skill boost, says Goldheart. Thank you, corny sticker, for allowing me to post this image whenever I feel like it. Thank you, Layla sticker, for being usable in many circumstances. I like the Glenn sticker. I don't have the Glenn sticker on, but I like the exclamation point question mark Glenn sticker. Why is there no snow sticker, dude? Where is my snow sticker? Grrr. There's snow sticker. Powerade, crit 8. That'll be in the DLC with the other Strangeling stickers, says Healer. I bet the DLC will include stickers. That would be cool. Beware of the pink threads, says Zinkins. Watch out! That's the silk you gotta beware. When they shoot it at you, that's what you gotta beware, bro. They warned you. We got it. Here we go. Oh, don't craft it. Don't craft it. Don't. I almost did it again. I almost did it again. Sweet headband. Sweet hairband. Okay. Finally. That was really, really close. Pro tip, don't worry about how your goober looks, says Goldheart. Looks are everything in this game. Pro tip, looks are everything in this game. If you don't look cool, then nothing else matters. Craft cool-looking equipment before the good equipment. Never pay attention to stats. Always pay attention to what personally looks the best to you. Now that is proper fantasy life advice. Either says fashion and island fashion is why I do all of this. Yup. It is extremely important how you look in this game, actually. That's my advice. Let's put the hat on. We did it. Oh my god, it looks perfect. Look at the stitches. We earned those stitches. Those were hard stitches to get, dude. Okay, that looks adorable. It was worth it. Rule of cool is always in effect, says Bull God. Exactly. See the corn. It ends up being the strongest weapon because it looks cool. Always stress out over your appearance. Never have fun. Aesthetics are serious business. Pro tip for fantasy life, never have fun. The moment you start having fun, you stop winning. That's my pro tip. Never relax. Never fall off the leaderboard. Always keep grinding. Just some tips for today. Sit as close to the screen as possible when gaming. Healer says if you're not stressing, you're not pressing. Oh my god. All right, you guys, now that we finally crafted the ever desirable made hairband, look at the blue lighting from our torches. We look awesome and epic. And we've been streaming for a few hours. And I got to stretch. So probably a good place to stop for tonight. Thank you everyone for coming and watching and playing with us. I love hanging out. I love streaming lots. And we'll make sure to, I'll say hi tomorrow as well. How about that? For now, with love and peace, thanks for watching.